Hey, what's up, beautiful Cancer family? This is Christy with Zen Life Tarot, also a water sign, moon child, Cancer as well, and I'm so happy that you're here. Please do like and subscribe, help this channel grow. I appreciate your presence. You don't have to do notifications. I get it. It can kind of be annoying, but subscribing really does help a lot, okay? If it doesn't resonate with you, feel free to check out your moon, your ascendant, or your Venus placements. And I am really glad that you're here. So this is going to be a general love reading. We'll see what else might show up as well for mid-September through the end of September 2021, or whenever you do find yourself at this video. So welcome or welcome back, okay? I'm just getting guidance to shuffle one more time. And let's see what is going on for you, my Cancer family, Cancer team. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Eight of Wands. Well, a lot of wands and a lot of swords going on here in the next 2 weeks, okay? And we'll do a little bit of clarifying. We'll also see what might be the theme for the first week that we're entering, although we're entering the exciting weekend right now. But then, you know, obviously leading into the next. Okay, Seven of Wands. So the way I like to read this card is, you know, one of two ways. This character, let's call it you, is either trying to keep the balance because they're feeling off balance, or they're reestablishing their balance after a period where maybe they weren't feeling so balanced. So what I love about this card, though, is he's not falling down. He's making it happen, right? He's staying up. He's, you know, using his quads and his glutes, you know, really like making sure his core is engaged and doing what is necessary to not fall down, no matter what is going on in his life. Gender is not specific, of course. Whatever is going on in the world, in the matrix, in the movie around him. So if you're not already doing this, I do urge and recommend that, you know, you get quiet, take some deep breaths. We could do one now. And just see, like, am I feeling out of balance because I'm scared? Am I feeling out of balance because something happened, you know, financially or in my relationships, okay? Whatever it is for you, the quickest way through it to get back to balance is one, deep breathing, get hydrated, get a good night's sleep, and then if you have an excess of energy, you need to move it, dance, scream into a pillow, go jogging, exercise, have sex, whatever it is that helps you move energy in a safe and productive and intelligent way will help you maintain balance, okay? So I feel that the theme is about balance, okay? It always is in life, but right now it's saying, hey, pay more attention to that, okay? I just want to say that for today's theme, I, for myself, drew Swan. Demonstrate grace and majesty. And just by reading that card, I just realized, wow, I'm not feeling that. This was earlier in the day. But what a beautiful reminder, because that's how I want to be showing up in the world, and that's how I want to genuinely be feeling in my alignment, right? So if I'm not, you know, let's imagine it, let's lean into it, okay? And so I share that message with you since it came to myself, a Cancer, and let's look a little into the rest of this story. Okay, so next to this guy, we've got Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords looking at each other, okay? It looks like they have a lot to say. The Knight could be charging in to say, hey, this is how I feel, this is what's going on with me, this is what I need, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then, you know, the old Queen of Swords here shows up in her rational, intellectual, strong, emotionally detached way and just says, well, what does she say? You know, we're going to clarify. She could say, thank you, I agree. Or she could say, thank you very much, and I don't agree. Okay, let's take a look. What is up with this conversation? Please clarify. Queen of Swords and Knight of Swords in communication. Okay, so there was some broken heart energy and some guardedness, potentially from a fire sign energy in your life, okay? And it does look like possibly in the next 2 weeks, someone could be coming in to have conversation about that. Clean house a little bit, which would make sense why you would need to like hold the energetic ground in your life, and because maybe you're not sure what kind of information is going to come in. What's the advice on making this situation, if this happens for you and if this is your story, to the utmost highest potential for the greatest involvement for all? Page of Cups, Strength, and the Hierophant. If there is a message of love or an apology or an explanation of what happened, be receptive to that. Be brave enough, okay? You can still sit in Queen of Swords energy without, and still be receptive. Sometimes I think people think, oh, if I'm receptive, it means I'm like, just in my heart, and I'm like, could be blown over, or that I'm vulnerable. No, that's one way to do it, but that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting, and the card would also suggest, you sit in your courage, you sit in your power, and this could just be like you listening with a receptivity, knowing that all people are growing at the pace that they're able to grow at, depending on where their level of consciousness is at. So maybe there can be a healing around this information that comes in. Okay, now I also see the Hierophant. So, this person, whether it's you or the other person, could be like, hey, I miss you. I just want to be direct, upfront, very to the point, but I want to get back together, or I want to marry you. Okay, so that's one situation, one scenario. Hey, I miss you. Let's get married. Hey, I'm sorry I broke your heart. I never should have divorced you. That's another possibility here. And the other is, what do I got to do to take things to the next level? Regardless of what the information, what comes in, it's something to be received that I believe will be healing, okay? Because these are the advice cards, okay? But you're gonna feel guarded. That's okay, because this happened, right? I think when things dissolve, change, or transition for people in love, the greatest frustration and pain is when our mind wants to analyze and review and revisit and go, why did that happen? Why did that happen? Why did this happen this one particular way? Why did that conversation go down that way? So we have to be accountable for our part of it, of course, but sometimes there's a piece of it that the other person, a lot of benefit and healing could come if they would just come forward and explain. It doesn't even have to be dramatic. It could be just like a couple sentences, like, hey, you crossed my mind, and there was that one moment that I could have done better, and I really just want to clean that up with you and just say that if I could do a do-over right now, it would look like this instead. And that is such a gift. So if you have anyone you need to do that with, I invite you to take a look at that and definitely do that in the next 2 weeks. And be receptive to your angels and guides and your ancestral lineage, bringing that in for you, if that would be for your highest good to heal. Okay, let's also take a look at what's on the other side of Seven of Wands here. Queen of Wands and Eight of Wands, okay? You could be incredibly attractive right now, feeling very attractive, wanting to put yourself out, possibly with someone at a distance, or just in a very like fast, passionate way, okay? Show me more on Eight of Wands and Queen of Wands, please. The Tower, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles. I feel like you are in a place right now where you really want to take your life away from what we just talked about into the upgrade of King of Pentacles type energy. Again, not gender specific. Six of Wands. You want to feel victorious by choosing someone who, you know, has their SHIT together, who's basically an upgrade from what you've had in the past. Okay, so I do feel that you're moving toward that in the next 2 weeks. Even if you don't have someone in mind that you're talking to right now, I feel like your intention and your manifestation is moving in that direction. Enjoy that. Enjoy that daydreaming. What would it look like? What would it feel like? And then surrender it over to your angels for divine right timing. There's a tower here. Let's see what this tower is about. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Okay, you could be talking to, you know, a couple of people right now. Someone is maybe checking you out online or thinks that you're juggling two people or two things. Again, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles showing up, I think that this tower is a blessing. If you've been dating bozos for the most of your life or recently, and you decide, I want more from myself. I'm not willing to settle for that kind of treatment anymore. Sometimes that creates a tower because you're basically going to be saying no to certain energy threads that have been coming towards you, right? Like either online or in person. And when you set a boundary or you turn your attention away from those things, sometimes it can cause a little bit of a tower moment for yourself or the other person, okay? If someone's doing that to you, let that inspire you also to be like, hey, I want better too for myself. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to hang out in more intelligent environments. I deserve joy. What would bring me joy? I'm gonna go for it. I want to take a trip because that makes me feel sexy. You know, there's kind of like a couple different options how this could be playing out. But I definitely see you energized, passionate. This healing wave comes in, but you're kind of like in this like Queen of Wands, like I am just gonna step into my most radiant self no matter what, and just see who shows up around me and not worry about it if no one does, right? Like you and the angels could be hanging out in that high vibe state. And before you know it, if you're at a bar or on the beach or at a restaurant or online, you know, like it's still magnetic, okay? But it's always great to just remember when we shine in the world, don't get caught in that trap of like, I'm gonna shine in the world and I'm gonna put my mascara on just because I really want something out of it. I really want that attention. If it comes, beautiful, it's supposed to. It's much healthier and sane to be in this place of like, I am gonna show up and shine wherever I am for whoever is supposed to experience it, and I will experience them without attachment, okay? This is what I want to bring to my readings, is like Buddhist principles and true Christian principles where, you know, be in the world and not of it. Watch your mind, you know. Of course we all deserve love. Of course we all deserve attention, affection, but I want to take my viewers to the most healthy place possible, mentally and emotionally. And the only way to do that is go for joy, but stay in that Zen place of like, we're all a blessing to each other in this world, and I'm not attached to whether or not you and I hook up or we, you know, run off into forever together, okay? That's God's will. That's not my will. Thy will be done. That's just like my mantra all the time. And if that doesn't jive with you, that's cool. Plenty of other readers. But I'm interested in your true freedom, your evolving freedom, right? And I want you to have a lot of fun and a lot of joy, and I want you to meet someone special if that's what your heart desires. So with that said, back to that broken heart. I want to just draw 3 cards here. What does this person want to say, need to say? What would their inner child say if fear was not in the way? I had to be brutally honest, and that may have been why your heart was broken or bruised. I get it. I was serious about us. Could be true they were serious for one moment, one season, the last lifetime, and one more. We'll see if this happens. I will come back for you. Okay? Again, sometimes that means I will come back for you and your healing. I will show up and I will explain myself. I will give you more detail. I will give you that one last hug I should have. I will have that conversation in a calm place rather than in an angry place, because I know now that that's hurtful, and you can't hear me when I'm in that state. So I wish all of this for you, because for me it feels incredibly positive. Cancer family, I do love you, and I send you so much just good wishes, good vibes for the next 2 weeks. Please take good care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy. If you want any information on how to improve your health or protect yourself from 5G and EMFs, everything is below, and I am happy to be there at your side as your coach if you're interested. Okay, private readings are $1 a minute. I do them virtually or over the phone. So again, not a huge amount of money here. You can do one question for 20 to 25 bucks. And of course, some people go all the way up to 2 hours. So no rules on that other than it's $1 a minute, okay? So just letting you know that that's, I keep things really reasonable for human beings out there. And I know that a lot of other readers, they charge a lot. And, God bless them. They have the following, they can do that. I've been reading for 20 years, so I just really got on YouTube, a bit ago. So anyways, that's a little bit more about me. And if you stayed till the end, you rock, and you have a blessed weekend. And talk to you soon. Bye.